Holy, it's amazing. All right, this is called Rainbow Falls. I'm gonna show you here. A little bit of a hike in. Well, not really, but. Oh yeah. Over the last week or so, I've done about 6 or 7 hours of float flying. I've been back up to Pitt Lake, Alouette Lake, and Stave Lake multiple times, mainly practicing landings. We also flew out east to Harrison Lake and practiced a few tight circuits near Rainbow Falls, which I'll show you later in this episode. I haven't been doing a lot of filming because we don't want the distraction during the initial training. Now that I've spent about 10 hours with the float instructors, I feel confident and ready to venture out on my own to the locations which they have taken me. I'm hoping to do a little more exploring in the Harrison area and maybe a little bit of fishing. However, coming back into Pitt Meadows in a float plane can be difficult when runway 18 and 36 are in use. I'll show you and explain why later in this video. I haven't mentioned anything about me as a pilot either, so I thought I might take the opportunity to do that now. I have a commercial pilot's license and about 750 hours total time. I have multi-instrument, float, and instructor ratings. I received my PPL in Manitoba and completed my CPL in Ontario. After I received my CPL, I started flying skydivers as I have a background in skydiving and about 2,800 skydives. This has given me lots of takeoff and landing experience, as well as about 400 hours of constant speed time. At the moment, I work as a flight instructor, and I'm hoping to start working as a float instructor after I finish this 50-hour course. A year ago, I was just about to start my third round of chemotherapy for testicular cancer treatment. I had no idea where I would be a year later. I feel so lucky to be flying and doing the other activities I love again. The underlying theme of this channel is to spread awareness about testicular cancer. If you have any questions about testicular cancer, feel free to contact me through one of my media channels and I will do my best to answer. Today I went out to Harrison Lake for my first time with Earl. We flew east along the Fraser at 500 feet, up the Harrison River and into Harrison Lake. If you haven't heard of Harrison before, it's quite famous for a resort at the south end of the lake called Harrison Hot Springs. There is also a water dome located there. We spent most of the time practicing circuits in a tight area near Lone Tree Island, next to Rainbow Falls. It was a great lesson and taught me a lot about landing in confined areas. Okay, this is Harrison Lake. We just put the float plane on the beach here.
Yeah, specifically we're at Rainbow Falls here.
Oh, Rainbow Falls.
Yeah.
Great, so we're gonna go have a walk up Rainbow Falls. And
as Jamie learned, it's a great place to do circuits. There's lots of good visual cues on the way in and out.
Yeah.
And we'll just pop up and have a look at the falls. You'll see that on film shortly.
Sweet. Yeah. You're ready. Up we go. Oh yeah. Ready? Are you ready?
Rainbow Falls.
Look at that! All right. Alright, we'll be back here for sure. Gotta watch my step here. Back we go. We're on our way back to Pitt Meadows now. That's Sumas Mountain on the left. I'm going to tell you a little about why it can be difficult sometimes to get back into the Pitt Meadows aerodrome. Here is a four-flight street map of the Lower Mainland, with and without airspace boundaries. When flying back into Pitt Meadows, we generally follow the rivers at 500 feet and almost always land east or west. The reason for this is because the Fraser River at Pitt Meadows only allows for east-west landings because of its direction and width. You are able to land north-south if you choose to land near the Pitt River, but you will have a much longer taxi, which I am not afraid of. Pitt Meadows has parallel east-west runways, which work well with the east-west landing direction of the floatplanes on the Fraser. However, Pitt Meadows also has north-south runways, 18 and 36. When these runways are active, traffic is landing or departing straight through our approach path. Floatplanes are expected to be on the water prior to the extended centerline of runway 1836. This is generally not a problem. The problem arises when the floatplanes need to overshoot. The decision to overshoot or go around might be made because of too much traffic on the water, too strong a crosswind, or possibly because of a large barge creating a big wake that would surely spell disaster for a Cessna 180 on floats. The decision to abort landing must be made with enough time and distance to be able to turn south well before the 1836 landing and approach path. Surely you can now see how a delayed decision to go around would put the floatplane right on the approach landing path of runway 1836. For this reason, the float pilot must be ready to make a quick decision to abort the landing so not to interfere with wheeled takeoff and landing operations. When approaching from the east, we have to make a decision to continue to land fairly early as well. Floatplane go-arounds are done at 300 feet. That is runway 08 right, you can see just north of the river. This is footage from my first solo flight back into Pitt Meadows, a few days after my trip to Harrison. I'm really looking forward to building float time in the area. Like a pro, right? If you liked this video, it would be great if you could subscribe. If you didn't like this video, it would also be great if you could subscribe. I like trucker hats. If you would like to sponsor me with a hat, please send me a message through one of my media channels. Okay, we're shutting down here. That was it. Woo! Probably did like 2 hours in the float plane today solo. So much fun. Thanks for letting me go. Love this stuff. See you back in the hangar. This is the end of episode 3. For the next few weeks, I'll be building time in the Lower Mainland and the Howe Sound area. I'll leave you with a minute or so of flying around Pitt Lake. See you in the next one. So long.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go. Got that smile upon my face, 'cause there's excitement in the chase, this I know. Yeah, I'm going for the ride and find myself high